Hi all, welcome to Drafting and Design Center. In this video, we're gonna see how we use Civil 3D in connecting the survey point, one of the crucial yet very important step before we design anything as an engineer. Myself, Mahesh Swaneji, and I'm from Drafting and Design Center. We provide services of civil structure and irrigation. You can visit more detail about the website at www.draftinganddesignCenter.com. Today class we're gonna explore survey data management techniques. Basically how we're gonna import the data. There are different ways of importing the data into the design stage. It could be CSV file, PNZ file, fieldbook data file, line XML file, and so on. Once we import the data into the Civil 3D, the job is just to connect data survey by the surveyor and then work on a design. To be able to effectively work on any infrastructure project, you should familiar with how we're gonna import and export the data both at pre-design stage or at construction stage. In this class, we're gonna see some of the highlights of that techniques. Myself, I have worked more than kind of 5 years in a field and 5 years in a teaching and academic background. I've been using Civil 3D since 2002 and I have worked on a site from 51 to 500,000 square meter. About drafting and design, a young and dynamic company, we provide civil, structure and irrigation services. You can visit more on our website. We do provide product training, civil and structural engineering. These are the highlight of some of the projects I have worked on as a civil engineer and as an irrigation designer. You can do it by yourself. So basically ranging from small to large road, rail and subdivision projects. I'm not going too into detail. Today's class we will be exploring Civil 3D in connecting the points, and particular on that we're gonna discuss few more and very crucial thing, drawing settings. What is the role of drawing settings, which include how we're gonna apply this setting by liaising with the surveyor, as well as we're gonna see more on tool space and a little bit about survey points. When I say tool space, you gotta have perspective tab, and in that you have a setting survey. When you click survey, you have survey database, equipment database, figure prefix database, and line work code set. We're gonna see survey database, equipment, which kind of equipment you have, Theolite, GPS, figure prefix database, and line work. So how we gonna connect the point using figure prefix database, and how we gonna connect the point using line work code sets. So let's get started and just see how thing works on. I have one line XML file, so I'm importing my line XML file. So line XML, okay. So once you import the line XML file, which you can obtain from surveyor, you can able to see that all the points are highlighted. I can change the scale so that I can able to see point proportionally. So these are the point has been surveyed. As you can see, there is no description. You can turn on the description by using Prospector tab, clicking on a point, right click the property, and then add the basic style as well as whatever you want. It can be description, elevation description, northing, easting, all the default thing are mentioned. I'm selecting right now elevation and description. Apply. Okay, as soon as you say apply, you can see that this point has been surveyed as a age, and this as a age. There are 900 point, 901 point as a description, and there is a BNK description of the point. Now this is a small point. I can manually uh, attach the point using feature lines, which is just creating group of age and bank, and then easily I can manage by using feature line. We can see that point group. So this time I'm connecting point using point group management tool. So I'm applying new points. So my points are age. So I'm creating age as that point and include with a row description covering age. So you have all point at the description of age will be highlighted in a point group of age. So apply and OK. So you're going to have all points created new groups. I can create a B and K points. So I can put a bank and then row description. I will say so include only B and K description. B and K. So you have all points of B and K. Okay. So mainly there are significant points of B and K and H, which I created a group. What I want to do is, because there are many B and K points, and age point. When I want to connect age point, what I will do is I want to turn off this point. So basically I can go here, property, which is none point style, none this one, apply and OK. So points, property. Okay, so bank point, I will go in ID highlighted age point. So I want to see only age point, not a bank point. So these are the groups I can see. I will go in a bank property and I will say none, point style and none, apply and OK. So now you have age point only. So it will be easy to join the point. So there are the few techniques of joining point, which are there is a deflection and distance. Okay, basically, if I want to join the point using feature line, I can create a new feature line name age. So it's been a bit slow here. Okay, so I can create a new feature lines for age. Sorry, my system is a bit slow, guys. So I'm moving. Yeah. So I'm creating a new point, new layer, page, and then make it current. Okay, I will go feature lines, create a feature lines, age, put that in an age layer. Okay, as you can see, it will take an elevation of that point by itself, 98.83. Enter, and then it will itself taking grade. Again, I'm connecting other edge. So when I connect the point using feature line, it will itself taking elevation and the grade. Yep. So now you can see that I have connected the point using point create point grouping techniques. And then when I click the feature line, if I go to the see the elevation of the point, you can see that this elevation 98.84835 exact at that point elevation matches with what is current. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So this is the one techniques of connecting points. So let me get back, but this is a small job. As you can see, there are few points and you connecting points, but there is a big jobs and there are many points, hard to manage it a larger scope. Rather wasting half a day, we can manage point using survey tool space, which I'm going to discuss. So let me delete this feature lines, and then I'm going to survey. Okay, let me get back to all the points. Okay, so got back to the original land XML import file situation. As you can see now, all the points are there. What I'm gonna do is at this point of time, I can show you how you're gonna use survey database. You can create a survey database. I'm creating a new local survey database, putting temp2 as a name, or yeah, temp2. It's just processing itself. Okay. Import survey data. temp2. Let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, so now you can see temp2 is here. Okay, I create a new survey database. Well, I will use temp2. Edit server database setting. You can specify coordinate zone of that particular site, whatever it is, which is in meter, and then where the site was surveyed, angles and everything. This is very useful when the file is a BK file, you know. So I'm not discussing everything. Say okay. So next, there are pretty much, you can see is a fieldbook file, LangXML file, POM file was not there, but it is added, and point from drawings options. So I will go for LangXML. I will select the file of this one, open. Next, it will come to the import setting. Okay, here you have figure prefix database, which you can create the point as a age and bank. So yeah, so right now just not explaining everything, but just select the finish. Okay, now as you can see here, the age point, they're all already connected in here. This is because I used, or I had earlier created figure prefix database as the age. So you can see is I created same like this way, age. So let me delete this and I'll show you. Okay, so I have to create a figure prefix database. I want to connect age point, so age, the description, and the layer you can create it, especially breakline you can add it. Okay, and same as I will create a bank and a different layer as well. So both age and bank figure prefix has been created. So once you created that, now you can go to survey on that temp2 we created earlier. Right click it, import this, process the line work, and then process the line work with a bank. As you can see, all bank data, the way the server might have surveyed in the field, well, server has surveyed in the field, all has been connected going this direction, and then he might have gone to this way, connected all point, and then he walked down to this way and connected all points. And then you can process line work by using age. Yeah. Okay, so you have and then you can remove from the drawing as well as you can import from the drawing. Okay, and then I would like to have age as well. Okay, so as you can see, these all bank points has been connected as well as age point. I'm just wondering about why not age and bank both has been connected. So let me give a little bit of time. Group bank. Okay, this network is just to import GPS and Facebook data specially. So what I have done is we have created a figure prefix for bank as well as age, and then we have joined the point of both bank and age together. Just yes, age. Yeah. So as you can see that now it's been connected both figure prefix database as a bank as well as age. So when you have many points or larger scope of the work, this is an efficient way of connecting. What we did is just we created one survey database, and then we coded figure prefix based on a font description, and then we process right clicking and process the line work by using BNK, what we created earlier. So if you look the BNK and manage prefix database, it has both age and both in the same layer here. Okay, so I guess now we have seen how we connect survey point using survey point as well as survey uh, database. I hope it will be clear. Uh, Also, we can connect the survey database using the sample code which is in here. So what is sample code is when you import the survey, but before you do survey, you need to follow the special code. Beginning of any feature, you put B. You can continue that feature using C, and you end the feature using E with a space delimiter. Then you'll be able to connect all land.xml or point group file by following special coding for this special codes, as well as special code for this one, for cow, line, and for special codes. Cow segment is here. Once you follow this special code, when you survey using Topcon, you can use Trimble link to import the CSV file. And then once you import it, you can either set the database using this B and C, by changing CSV file, or you just, because you can't just change CSV file, sometimes it's very hard to do that. The right practice would be the surveyor, when he fails on site, he or she should follow this special coding. You can change special coding based on what company requirement, and then following this description, when I import the point with this description, it will connect by itself. I have one example ready, I will show it to you. So in this example, the same survey is being connected through a line bug code set, the sample one which I described earlier, and you can see that all points, like as you can see, is we discuss in a sample coding as a beginning is B, ending is E. So you can see that, yeah. So EOC is maybe curve or whatever it is feature, beginning, point to curve, and there will be a point to curve, and then there will be a E, right? So by following this description, so if I can show you the point file of this, so basically you can see that all description has been followed. And when you import this as a CSV or fieldbook file, when you have followed this description, you can able to connect the point by itself when you import the survey data. So in this situation, you can see that I have a CSV file and as you can see that all points has a GS is a ground service, but then beginning EOC beginning EOC1 beginning, you know, point to curve, you gotta have space from this point, you gotta have space, one space, and then PC. All description as given in sample file. Once you follow this, like PT point to tangent, it will itself to connect the point by importing this file as a CSV file in a survey management tool. So if I have to import this file as a CSV file, it will look like same as this one. So if I go to the one I was mentioning earlier using the figure prefix database, let me get rid of this, close this file, uh, open a new file. So I open new file, and if I go to survey database, I'm using, maybe I'm creating one more new database, TM3, and then I'm just going to import survey database, TM3, and then next. So the file is CSV.5, and the point was following PNZ and space delineated. Point easting northing is elevation and space delimited file. I open up that file from the source. You can, once you import this file, you can able to see that everything is okay. I think I deleted a comma, deleted, so this is the wrong one. I have to go to PNZD, which is point easting northing elevation and description, space delimited. Then click the file, open up that file. Now you can see here is still it is getting on some different comma delineated. I have to close it. Okay, so I selected comma delineated file. You can see point number appearing 1000, 1001, easting, northing, elevation and road description, GS. Next, you can have dual station and GPS as a network. Like this is a GPS. Next, all description, leave it as usual, and finish. So as you can see, this is processing line work, and Whatever point has been surveyed, as you can see, is clearly connected all the points while importing, because this time all the points, as per example, let's say building and building began, right? All the point has been connected as it has been surveyed. So this time, this is using the sample coding. You can change based on what we require. This is an efficient and easy way of processing line work rather than getting into the site and then a surveyor puts his time on that. So I guess this is a very efficient way of connecting database. Some of the point hasn't been connected because this coding is different than what is in sample. So I have to change the sample code set. This demonstration is just to show you the ways of connecting the points. As you can see here. Now this session, I will show you how once we have a survey. What is before we start the survey? Very important for us just to go into this one, drawing setting, and drawing setting here, and then put the country. This was surveyed in Australia, the map grid 56. So what I will do is I will just screenshot it and put it in a Word file. So let me open up the Word file, please. So his system is very slow, so sorry for that. Blank. Okay. So map grid zone Australia 56, GDA 94 is my radar. Transformation. Generally, I reckon not to apply transformation because this is not large, like less than more than 20 kilometer of job or large and longest bridge we're dealing with. Transformation, we should never apply for that. Okay, so let it to be processed. It's been slow a bit. Come on. Yeah, so what I would like to see that how we can coordinate the job which I'm working by putting the entire job into the site, or before, once we get a survey, how we can put the survey into the site and making sure that the location, which is cadastral location, is same. This is what I want to try to sort of establish. So when we have survey, before we import the survey, this is a very crucial step for engineers to liaise with the surveyor, inquire about the datum information, which zone information is being gathered, and put the survey back to the uh, to the to the ground and map, aerial map or hybrid map, and then see how this looks like. So this will help for decision making, management of survey, as well as uh, gives you a surety that northing and easting, when you produce the construction drawing, both northing, easting and elevation are perfect. So this is the first step. Sorry, this is taking a long time. Sometimes it's very slow system. I might have closed this one. I'm not sure. Come on. So going to this, we discuss a little bit of how we can use survey database and connect the point. We did use how we use point group and feature lines to connect the point. Especially in a survey database, we shown how we can use figure prefix database and connect the point. And we have shown how we use line work code set and connect the points. Now we just switching to crucial step, which is drawing setting, beginning of any job. Once we obtain survey from surveyor, land surveyor, we should consider this drawing setting, which is very crucial and important stage. So, still is processing, not sure what to do. Okay, so now it's running. Okay, so yeah, so if I go in this little symbol of AutoCAD, drawing utility, drawing setting, drawing unit meters, degree, scale, conversion, zone Australia, and I know this map grid GDA 94, MGA 56, and I obtained this information from the survey. So I'm just printing the screen and putting into the Word file just to demonstrate what I'm gonna do. Okay. Okay. And then transformation, there is no transformation. One should not apply any transformation. This is my advice. If the project is around more than 2 kilometers larger, you may think of applying it, but just consult your hiring manager before applying transformation. So once you apply this that settings, you will be able to see if you have infrastructure design suite. You'll be able to see the location and tool and online map. It's still processing, so not sure what to do. Yes, so once you assign this drawing setting, which is in this my case, which is this one, this can be obtained by surveyor liaising with the surveyor and making sure that it is accurate. Once you obtain that, and if you have infra work, you will be able to see the location, orient marker, and remove the location. So once you edit the location from the map, online map, you better download this Google Earth. So it's been slow system right now, but be patient. Come on. Okay, so enter the address, which is in either latitude or longitude. Okay. Okay, well, put from 5. Where I have to have KML file. I have to create a KML export, but before that, let me locate some points. And from that, okay, so that's processing. This is the slow system. A slow system here. Let me stop a few minutes. So that was MGA56, just making sure it is correct. MGA56 and GDA94 and meter looks good. Next, specify the point on location. So I'm specifying and it's saying specify the north direction, angle, or first point. I'll specify this first point, which is in here, and let's see if the transformation works appropriately. Okay. So now as you can see here, it just mapped on exactly where was the subdivision, but it is not a accurate location to it at this stage. Uh, just confirming that is that. Somehow guys, the system is very slow, so this is the way we can put image back to the ground. But could that be the issue because we did not specify latitude and longitude when I imported? But basically this is how this well, it's called as a wrap the image to the surface, and very crucial and important step of doing it. How to see in the detail why let me this system is been hang. So this time, well, that could be issue that we didn't provide latitude and longitude. Well, this work with well with the infra work. What I will do is I will right now I will shoot this ribbon which is come with a CAD Earth application. So that is a way of wrapping the image with a different ways. So what I will do is this is still processing. Let me give a bit time. Okay, so the first way is just to define the location and then wrap the image to the surface. What I will do is rather than using this one, I will use this powerful technique, georeferencing a drawing by selecting 2 points. Yep. So what is that is I have to pick up 2 points and then provide latitude and longitude, northing and easting of this 2 point, and then once I accept it, it drop the image to the ground. So I need to have 2 points and then latitude and longitude of that one. So what I will do is just I will create a manual 2 points where I would like to I would like to drop it. So I will go in a point, home, point, point creation tool, and I will manually go here and then will manually create a point somewhere else in here, say point 1, specify the elevation which is from surface. Okay, well, there is no surface I believe. Okay, I guess I need to create a point somewhere else here, point 1, specify the elevation. spot elevation, and then I will click this point, and I will click this point, and then I will go in a point creation tool, menu, description 1, 22.68, description 2, 24.39. Okay, so I need to have northing and easting of this point. So what I will do is I will click this point, and once you click it, you're gonna have a property on this. Oh, so point 1, and then you have a so easting and northing latitude for point 1. So I print the screen, and then I'll put that in a Word file. Which is in here. So point 1 and point 2, I will go back to the screen. Escape. Select this point 2. Hit point location, and then which is longitude and latitude. Print screen. This is for point 1 and this is for point 2. Point 1 and this is for point 2. Okay, so then I will go back to escape it, and then I will go back to EarthCAD, pick up the first point which is in here. It's up, it will take my X and Y. Second point which is in here, and then I have to define latitude from here. 151.46, 151.46, 23.82, 82. That's easting. Okay, so I have to put south first, which is point 1. South 32.45, 18.32. Yep. Okay. Okay. So the south for first point 32, 32, 32, 45, 18.32, and then for east 151, 45, 23.82, 46, 23.82. Okay, similarly I go to second point, which is here 32, 45, 32, 45, 19.72. Easting 151, 46, 25.92. Notice that there's big difference here. accept, and then save geographic parameter. It can be any file you can save that in, and then I will export to the Google Earth. But it is evaluation of the software, so continue. Image to accept, so it will ask me to select the image which I want to drag to, and selecting a screenshot. Basically I'm selecting from here to here, press enter to continue, and it will go back to Google Earth. Error, carrot value must be relevant. Okay, I wonder what error it is. Set. Enter. Carrot value less than. It should work somehow, but it's not working. It's giving an error somehow that the value is greater than or less than. Uh, let's go to geolocation, map, yes. Okay, but this is the way what we discuss. We define latitude of longitude of 2 points and wrap to the Google Earth. Somehow it is not getting on, but this is a process of following it. My internet is on, so latitude and longitude. One 46, 25. These two work similarly. You have to define 2 points, and it will take a latitude, longitude, and then you drop that to the Google Earth. Okay, but this is processing somehow. Okay, I think my file size is significantly high. Basically, when we drop the image to the Google Earth, we need to make sure that we define 2 points is northing, easting, latitude and longitude, and then we drop the image. So this is a basic functionality in InfraWork as well as any of the add-on package. Everything is selected right now. Okay guys, if you have any questions, you can send us an email at training@draftinganddesigncenter.com. Sorry for that, it just didn't work it out this time with a bit of inaccuracy. As you can see that the screen got jammed as well. Basically, as we discussed, the intention was defining 2 points, latitude, longitude of first point, second point, same thing, and we drag the image to the surface and making sure that what we have designed is put into the ground. In my next video, we will see how we're gonna use InfraWork for this application as well. So once again, thanks for watching, and I hope this will be pleasant experience. Please send us a comment. Thank you very much.